the article, nearly 10 articles, and clauses around 7 to 8 clauses, where both the countries have agreed that they should not use force, they should not use arms, and there should not be any fighting. But one, we must remember that in spite of this agreement, China was never calm. They always tried to provoke India. They always tried to provoke India since 1962. 1967, there was a clash between Indian army and the Chinese army near Sikkim. Then in 1988, in 1993, 1996, 2005, 2012 and 2013, all these years, some or other part of these border areas, there was a clashes between Indian army and Chinese army. Why I am telling this history is that in 2013, Manmohan Singh was the Honorable Prime Minister, and when the Chinese army was introduced in our areas, he gave us the questions in Parliament, and Manmohan ji kept quiet. He did not answer anything, and in fact, we surrendered ourselves to Chinese aggressions. So therefore, they should remember that China is always tried to interfere and enter into some other's land. It is not new for them. In 1969, they entered Soviet Union. There was a war between, a small type of war between Soviet Union and Chinese regarding the border dispute. Then in 1979, they attacked Vietnam because they shared the borders with Vietnam, Soviet Union, and other countries also. And China is trying to construct CPEC, that is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, through which they want to arm twist Indian government by opening ways to Pakistan, and thereby Chinese getting control over Pakistan area, so that the Indian side in India can be controlled by the Chinese through proxy by using the Pakistan government. Similarly, today we must see that China strategically, rather for over few years, have now entered into Sri Lanka, entered into Nepal through the Nepal People's Army, and then Pakistan. All the other countries, which are buffer countries, which India shares its border, right? China has entered there through different designs and trying to blackmail India, trying to disturb Indian peace at the borders area. We recently had the Doklam, 2017 Doklam border issue between Bhutan, Bhutan, India and China. But diplomatically we could solve it. Narendra Modi's government was highly successful in solving the Doklam issue. But today, this Galwan incident has taken place. There, it is the Chinese who are the aggressors. Today, India is trying to protect its own land. The Chinese army is trying to enter into Indian land, and when they try to enter and they have entered, it is the Indian army which is trying to prevent them to protect our borders and protect our sovereignty. Today, all the 20 martyrs, they have martyred to save our motherland, save our borders and save our sovereignty. But unfortunately today, the Congress party makes politics of it. I question the Congress party's earlier chief, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, on his tweet that why Indian people, Indian army went without arms, this and that. So one must remember, today all these countries, small countries, our neighboring countries, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan, they are no match for India in any way. But today, these countries have become against India only because of the wrong foreign policies pursued by the previous Congress governments. Narendra Modi came into power in 2014, and now only 6 years. In 6 years, we are trying to correct the wrongs and mistakes committed by the Congress party and the previous government. So therefore, it was the Congress party which spoiled the entire relationship with the neighboring countries. And today we are facing for it. Today we are just facing. So therefore, this India-China border dispute is not new. It is there since 1962 and it is continuing. But India has warned China. we know how to protect our land. Not even a single inch will be given to China. They can't take it like it happened in 1962. It is no more. China must also remember that India is also a nuclear power. India has got armies superior to many countries today. Even China can't test our army's strength. We have a beautiful air force power with us. We have naval power. We have artillery power. So therefore, Indian army is well equipped for any situation. But India is a peace-loving country. We don't want to attack any country. We don't want to have enter anyone's land. We just want to protect our land. This India-China war, we don't want to say that it is a war. We don't want war at all. We want peace. And high level, the government level, the Xi Jinping and Modi and defense minister level, also talks are going on. However, you must remember, China must also remember that don't provoke India. If you provoke India, the consequences will be very bad. Today, what has happened in Galwan, the casualties, how much Chinese people have died, and it is not the question. But our martyrs, we bow our heads to them. We pray for the families' well-being. We pray the Almighty that their souls may rest in peace. Today, their sacrifices will not go in vain. We are here to protect our borders, either by China or with Pakistan or with any other country. Today, China is provoking Pakistan. Today, China is provoking Nepal. Today, China is trying to provoke the other neighboring countries. But India make politics of this situation. India should stand one because China has got several friends in India, and Congress party definitely is one of the tacit friend for them. And Naxalites are there who are being funded by Maoists. They were being funded by the Chinese. How do they get arms? How do they get training? What they have done in Nepal, they are trying to do in India. You must be careful. And we must fight this economic war with China and other countries to survive ourselves. And with these words, I think now the Indians and Indian community as such, we are with the army, we are with the Indian government, and we know how to protect our country. Thank you.